Less muggles, more magic, Mandy murmured as she scrolled through her Harry Potter Pinterest board, trying to find the perfect themed appetizers for the movie marathon she was hosting that weekend. She knew she was unreasonably excited about having a party at her new apartment, but this was big. As in, the apartment was the biggest purchase she had ever made. Smiling, she leaned back in her chair and continued scrolling through her phone. A hockey game was playing in the background, the volume low enough that the announcers' voices were a muted hum. But that didn't matter. She would hear if anything exciting happened. The crowd's cheers would radiate through the concrete layers of the arena to where her office was situated. Mandy always joked that her office was Harry's equivalent of his closet bedroom, a tiny cubicle in the bowels of the gold mine, the home rink for the NHL's newest team, the San Francisco Gold. Her office might be small, but the physical therapy space certainly wasn't. A half-dozen treatment tables were set up in the large room outside her door, each complete with their own built-in cabinets, filled to the brim with the best supplies money could buy. The PT suite tended to be one of the hubs, players always coming in and out, lots of activity, voices, laughter. For her team, second only to the space where they relaxed, ate, played video games, or binged the latest hit on Netflix. But for the most part, Mandy loved all the activity. She enjoyed the players crossing through to access the weight room, or take a dip in the pool, or soak their aching muscles in the hot and cold tubs. And with the team's doctor, masseuse, and other support therapy staff's own small offices surrounding hers, it was hardly ever quiet. Except now. While the doctor and his assistant were ringside, near the team in case anyone got injured, the rest of the training staff had gone to grab a bite. She'd stayed behind this time, nibbling on a salad and taking advantage of the mental break by blissfully scrolling through wand-shaped appetizers on her phone. After the final buzzer, the activity would ramp up again. The players each had their own post-game routines, maybe a massage or soak in the icy cold tub, usually some time spent on the exercise bike, slowly cooling their muscles after the strenuous 60-minute game. As for her phone and those magical treats would lay forgotten because she'd be running around like a chicken without its head. Multiple players would need different treatments, and it was her job to coordinate with the masseuse and the doctor to assess injuries old and new, advise beneficial exercises and stretches, and she spent most of her time trying to pretend that Blane was just another player. Idiot, she muttered, as just his name conjured up all sorts of very unprofessional images into her mind. Muscles, the kind that made the spot just below her belly button clench with need. Strong legs and good gravy, but his ass. Hockey players had the best asses. No pancake bottoms, these men and women could fill out a pair of jeans. She wanted to squeeze it, to nibble it, pounce a dime. Mandy dropped her chin to her chest, losing sight of the sorting hat cupcake she'd been pondering. Blane, with his yummy ass, had a unique way of distracting her. No, it wasn't even distraction per se. He had always been able to get under her skin. And that was very, very bad for her. Ugh, she said, tossing her phone onto her desk and standing, knowing that she wouldn't be able to sit still now. Nope, she needed about 40 laps in the pool and a good hard run. Her mind blurted, almost yelling at the mental voice in her inner devil. A good, hard run. But the rest of the enticing words were lost as the roar of the crowd suddenly penetrated through the layers of the concrete. Her stomach twisted. Mandy could tell, even before her eyes made it to the television, that it wasn't in celebration of a goal or a good hit either. This was fury, a collective of outrage. She was on her feet the moment she saw the prone form lying so still, face down on the ice. Her gut twisted when she spotted the curving line of a numeral 2 on the back of the player's jersey. Not him, she said, and the words were familiar, a sentiment she had whispered, had prayed 1,000 times before. She needed the camera angle to shift for her to be able to see more clearly who was hurt. Not him.